From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network at Troy, Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for August 18th, 2017. I'm Nathaniel Rodriguez.
And I'm Chelsea Law. Thank you for joining us this evening. Students got a chance to learn more about the new sorority coming to campus, Alpha Omicron Pi, yesterday in the Trojan Center. The sorority reached out to two potential members with an informal event called Cupcakes with Consultants. Thursday night, a group of interested young ladies learned more about Troy's newest sorority, Alpha Omicron Pi, during the organizational event, Cupcakes with Consultants.
Cupcakes with Consultants is just a great way for students at Troy to come meet the consultants, see what we love about AOPI, why we stuck with AOPI even after we graduated, and how they can get involved.
Selection process to bring AOPI to the campus was centered around one thing: values.
So I think AOPI really sees that Troy and AOPI have very similar aligned values, which goes a lot with one of our main values is college loyalty, and we see that a lot of the Trojan spirit has very much a lot of college loyalty.
Want to learn more about AOPI? Don't worry, getting the information is a piece of cake.
Students at Troy can get involved with Alpha Omicron Pi by visiting our website at troy.teamaopi.com. Here you'll find our different values that AOPI holds and different information about what to do in the weeks following up from now until recruitment. So there'll be various information sessions in room 224 at the Trojan Center between 7 to 9 p.m. And this will be just presentations about what AOPI is, what it's going to look like at Troy University, and what the new member process is going to look like.
Recruitment process for AOPI will officially begin September 13th here on campus.
During Welcome Week, new students learn about what Troy University has to offer through different activities. Well, last night, the University Activities Council showed off the fun side of Greek life with its annual Step Teas. Troy University Activities Council held their annual Step Teas Thursday night as part of the Welcome Week festivities. The Step Teas included performances by Troy's Department of Theater and Dance and National Pan-Hellenic Council Greeks, as well as a guest performance by Alabama State University's Sigma Gamma Rho Sisters. According to UAC President Amy Russo, planning for the event started over the summer.
We deliver letters out to all of the sororities and fraternities inviting them to participate, and then they'll email one of us by a certain deadline, and then they'll perform their step on the given date. It's just a fun thing to show your fraternity and sorority spirit.
One Kappa Alpha Psi brother said he was glad to perform one last time and show the incoming freshmen the fun part of Greek life.
This performance actually shows what a little about what MPAC is about and what Kappa Alpha Psi is about. Stepping is a big part of Black Greeks, and it's kind of a attention grabber, you know. Just see everyone out here performing and stuff like that.
The Step Teas' host, Jared Henderson, said while he enjoyed interacting with the crowd, his favorite part was watching the performances off stage.
They were the real entertainment. I was just a sideshow in between acts, and so watching them get on stage and do their thing and step and stomp and stroll, that was just the amazing part of the whole thing.
This UAC event will be a game night on Tuesday, August 22nd.
Welcome Week festivities are continuing today, moving from sweating it out on the dance floor to cooling off on the social quad this afternoon. Welcome Week committee pumped 300 balloons full of water and hauled them to the social quad for the water balloon fight. Students warmed up their throwing arms with a friendly water balloon toss, but then it was time for the real fight to begin. One committee member shouted "go" and students rushed to the coolers to scoop up their share of balloons. Then they went to work taking out their peers and dodging hits. One Welcome Week committee member says they couldn't have picked a better day for the event.
Especially on a day like this, I know I've been sweating since I left my house this morning. So just even the opportunity to cool off, but also just kind of just some fun, healthy, loose fellowship with each other. I just met about 2 new guys through this, and I think this just kind of just speaks to, I guess, Welcome Week in general.
Next up on today's Welcome Week schedule is tonight's Football Student Appreciation Day.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome back to your TrojanVision Sports Update. I'm Sarah Drake. The Troy soccer team kicks off their season opener tonight against the Mercer Bears. The Trojans return with 16 letter winners and 10 newcomers under the direction of new head coach Jed O'Connor. The Trojans and Bears met last year in a 0-0 double overtime draw, so expect this one to be a battle. The match kicks off at 7 p.m. at the Trojan Soccer Complex, and the first 100 students receive a free t-shirt. The Trojans still have 2 more weeks before taking on the Broncos of Boise State, so that means there's still plenty of time to fine-tune an offense that was already one of the best in the Sun Belt. Offensive coordinator Kenny Edenfield speaks on the production of this year's offense.
The Trojans returned 9 starters on the offensive side of the ball this year, and offensive coordinator Kenny Edenfield talked about the depth that this year's team has.
You know, we've got a center that's going to be our second year starting for us. Deontay Crummeny's done a really nice job. Stephen Rousey and Kurt Kelly, they've done a really nice job. And Boring, they've all kind of rotated on that left side. We got Tristan Crowder, James Peach, J.L. Gadsden, and we're just kind of rotating all those guys around. And then Bradshaw's also helped us at center. So we feel like we've got as much depth as we've had in a long time, and that's really where you win football games inside.
Edenfield also talked about how senior quarterback Brandon Silver's off-season habits have made him a better player.
He has really had a great fall camp, and I think that's due to the fact that he's been here a while, he's matured. People don't realize it, but he works every single day at his craft. I mean, for the past 3 years, every single off season, those quarterbacks are out there, and especially Brandon, they're doing individual drills on their own. I mean, they're taking the guys out there and throwing on their own. He has just spent a lot of time of just developing his craft, and you can really tell the difference now.
And East Mississippi Community College transfer Damian Willis has been impressing coaches this fall.
I think y'all saw the same thing I saw. When the ball's up in the air, he goes and gets it, and he's a really fast guy. You know, but the thing that he's done is he has studied hard. He's been on the film. He works extra on his own. There's a lot of times when he's been out there catching balls on his own, and I think he's just learning what we're doing offensively, and he's just growing.
Edenfield also talks about what he hopes the offense can accomplish this season.
We talked about meeting expectations. Our whole program's in that. You know, offensively, I think we were pretty good last year. I think we got better as the year went on. I'm really excited to see if we can take it to the next step and be one of the top offenses in the country.
Remember, you can see the team's second scrimmage tonight at the Vet for Student Appreciation Night. Gates open at 4:30 with kickoff set at 5 o'clock. And if you would like to meet your favorite athletes from every fall sport that Troy plays, you have that opportunity tomorrow during Trojan Fan Day. Trojan Arena will play host to Trojan fans from Troy students to citizens in the Troy community. The event allows everyone from 8 to 80 to come to the arena to meet their favorite Trojan athletes and get the chance to receive autographs, take pictures, and talk to the athletes. Trojan Fan Day will begin at 1 p.m. and will end at 3 p.m.